Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today, we're diving headfirst into one of the most talked about battles in the tech world, human creativity versus artificial intelligence. We've set up the ultimate coding showdown. In one corner, we have Alex, a seasoned web developer with over a decade of experience, known for crafting beautiful user-friendly websites. And in the other corner, we have CodeBot X, the latest and greatest AI coding assistant, promising to build entire web applications in minutes. The challenge is simple but intense. Build a fully functional, responsive, and visually appealing landing page for a fictional tech startup called Innovates. Fear, they have exactly 3 hours. We've given them both the same design brief, the same assets, and the same goal. Who will come out on top? Will Alex's human touch and experience triumph? Or will the raw, blistering speed of CodeBot X redefine what's possible? The clock is ticking, so let's get this showdown started. Alright, we're about 30 minutes in, and the different strategies are already crystal clear. Let's check in with Alex first. He's meticulously planning his structure, sketching out the component hierarchy on a whiteboard. He's talking about creating a design system, setting up his CSS with custom properties for easy theme changes later on. He's focused on the foundation, ensuring his code is clean, modular, and scalable. He says, the first hour is all about planning. If I get the foundation right, the rest of the house builds itself. It's a classic, methodical approach, prioritizing quality and maintainability from the get-go. Now, let's switch over to CodeBot X. It's a completely different story. With a few simple prompts, it has already generated the entire HTML structure in a basic style sheet. The hero section, the feature blocks, the call to action buttons, they're all there. The speed is just breathtaking. It's not just copy-pasting, it's generating semantic HTML and functional CSS. Our prompter is now asking it to implement a responsive navigation bar with a hamburger menu for mobile. And poof, a few seconds later, the code appears. It's pure, unadulterated efficiency. The question is, will this speed come at the cost of quality or originality? The initial layout is a bit generic, but it's undeniably functional. This is a race of craftsmanship versus pure processing power. We've hit the halfway mark, 1.5 hours down, 1.5 to go. The pressure is mounting. Alex is now deep in the zone, translating his planned structure into beautiful code. He's using a modern framework and is handcrafting these subtle micro-interactions. You can see him spending extra time on the hover effects for the buttons, adding a slight shadow and a smooth transition that just feels premium. He's also carefully considering accessibility, adding ARIA labels and ensuring proper keyboard navigation. These are the details that separate a good website from a great one. He's building an experience, not just a web page. He's talking to himself, debugging a tricky CSS alignment issue, and you can see the satisfaction when he finally nails it. This is human problem solving in its purest form. Meanwhile, CodeBot X has already completed the core functionality. The landing page is fully responsive. It resizes perfectly from a 4K monitor down to a small smartphone screen. The prompter has now moved on to more complex tasks, asking the AI to integrate a third-party API for a testimonial slider and to create a working contact form with client-side validation. And again, the AI is delivering. It's pulling in libraries, writing the JavaScript logic, and connecting all the pieces. There have been a few hiccups though. Some of the generated code was a bit messy and needed manual cleanup. The AI sometimes misunderstands the context of a prompt, producing something that's technically correct but not quite what was intended. It's like having an incredibly fast junior developer who still needs senior oversight. The speed is a massive advantage, but it's not a completely hands-off process. The race is still wide open. Okay, we are in the final 30 minutes, and the intensity is off the charts. Both contenders are adding the final touches. Alex is in full creative mode. He's tweaking the color palette, adjusting the typography for maximum readability, and optimizing all the images for faster load times. He's running performance audits using browser developer tools, making sure every single kilobyte is justified. He's added a really slick scroll animation effect that makes the content feel alive as you navigate down the page. This is where the artistry of web development really shines. It's that final 10% of polish that takes a project from functional to unforgettable. He's not just building what the brief asked for, he's adding his own professional signature. Over in the AI camp, CodeBot X is also in the optimization phase, but it's a different kind of optimization. The prompter is feeding it commands like refactor the CSS to be more efficient and minify all JavaScript and CSS files. The AI is executing these commands instantly, performing tasks that would take a human developer a considerable amount of time. It's also been tasked with generating meta tags for SEO and social media sharing. It's a workhorse, churning through the final checklist of technical requirements at an incredible pace. The design still feels a little bit template-based, but functionally, it's solid as a rock. The prompter is trying to inject some creativity by asking for a more dynamic background, and the AI is generating various CSS gradient and particle effects. It's an interesting collaboration, with the human guiding the AI's immense power. The clock is about to run out. Time is up. Let's bring in our judges and put these two landing pages to the test. This is the moment of truth. We're going to compare them side by side across three key categories: design and user experience, performance and code quality, and finally, overall functionality. First up, Alex's human-crafted page. Wow, the moment it loads, you can feel the quality. The design is cohesive, the branding is on point, and those little animations and micro-interactions make the site an absolute joy to use. The user experience is flawless. Everything is intuitive. The visual hierarchy guides your eye exactly where it needs to go. On the performance side, it scores a near-perfect 98 on Lighthouse. Alex's focus on optimization really paid off. Looking at the code, it's a thing of beauty, well commented, neatly organized into components, and easy to understand. Any developer could pick this up and start working on it immediately. It's a professional-grade product, through and through. Now, let's look at the page built by CodeBotX visually. It's clean and functional. It definitely looks like a modern tech website. However, it lacks that unique spark, that creative flair we saw in Alex's design. It feels a bit generic, like a high-quality template. The user experience is good, but it's missing those delightful little details that elevate a site. Performance-wise, it's also very strong, scoring a 95. The AI did a great job with optimization tasks. But when we look at the code, it's a mixed bag. Some parts are incredibly elegant, while others are a bit convoluted and less maintainable. It's functional, but not as clean or developer-friendly as Alex's. It completed the task, but without the artistry. So who's the winner? Well, it's not that simple. If the goal was to get a functional, high-performing landing page up and running in the absolute shortest amount of time, the AI is the undisputed champion. Its ability to generate complex structures and handle tedious tasks is a game-changer for rapid prototyping and development. For startups or projects on a tight deadline, this kind of tool is invaluable. However, if the goal is to create a unique, memorable, and polished digital experience that truly represents a brand, the human developer, Alex, is the clear winner. His creativity, attention to detail, and deep understanding of user experience created a product that an AI, in its current state, simply couldn't replicate. The artistry, the problem-solving, and the passion he poured into the project are evident in the final result. So, what's the real conclusion here? Is AI a replacement for human developers? Absolutely not. What this experiment showed us is that AI is an incredibly powerful tool. The future isn't AI versus human, it's AI-assisted human. Imagine Alex using CodeBotX to handle the boilerplate code and repetitive tasks. He could have built his amazing custom-designed site in half the time. The AI can handle the science of coding, the structure, the optimization, the boilerplate, freeing up the human developer to focus on the art, the creativity, the user experience, and the strategic problem-solving. It's not about replacement, it's about augmentation. The future of development is a powerful synergy between human creativity and artificial intelligence. What do you think? Are you using AI in your workflow? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. This was a fascinating experiment, and it really opens up the conversation about where our industry is headed. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe for more content, and we'll see you in the next one.